What's up, y'all? This is your boy Jax, and welcome back to the Drop That Podcast, where we are going to dive into some fucking MMA. It's been a long time coming. Last time we checked, you guys, it was UFC 297 that went down in Toronto with Sean Strickland defending the middleweight championship against Dricus du Plessis, aka DDP. Dricus won the middleweight championship. Kudos to him. Now he brings a world title to South Africa, well deserved. But now it's that fucking time again. UFC 298 going down Anaheim, fucking California, Orange County. Okay? At the Honda Center. I'm pretty sure it's called the Honda Center right now. But it's going down in Anaheim, all right? We got big fights. We got Mackenzie Dern doing her fucking thing against Amanda, and it's going down. She's stepping in. I think she's stepping in for, forgot who she stepped in for. Shit. Mackenzie Dern stepped in. Shit. It was on the tip of my tongue. Can't remember, but it doesn't matter. Mackenzie Dern is coming in to make right of her last outing against Jessica Andrade over there at Madison Square Garden back in November. Now she's main event in the prelims. Also, we got Merab. You know what I'm saying? Merab, trading partner to former bantamweight champion Aljamain Sterling, Funkmaster, taking on the former Olympic gold medalist, the former UFC flyweight champion, the former UFC bantamweight champion, Triple C, the messenger, Henry Cejudo. I love him because he kills everybody's hype. You talk all that shit, and he comes and swipe it. But his last outing, he challenged Aljamain Sterling back in May for the UFC Bantamweight Championship, lost by split decision after being on a 3-year layoff. Okay, because he was one of many two-weight division champions. Okay, and holding the title simultaneously, actually holding the flyweight and the bantamweight championship. He vacated the flyweight title, defended the bantamweight title, went to retirement during the pandemic. Boom, now he's back. Just came from I believe a shoulder injury, and now he's challenging Merab, which we can safe to say the winner of this fight between Merab and Cejudo will get the title shot of the winner of next month's UFC 299 main event in Miami, challenging the winner of Sugar Sean O'Malley and Chito Vera for the UFC Bantamweight Championship. You know what I mean? We have a segment called Who You Got, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. So far, right now, Mackenzie Dern is one of my picks. As far as the Merab and Cejudo fight, Merab's also coming from an injury. They're both coming off injuries. You know what I mean? When it comes down to Cejudo, it's a shoulder, and then when it comes down to Merab, I believe it's his wrist or his hand. And now they both healed up. So it's all about who's coming in with the best game plan, with the best IQ, and no fear as regarding to their, recent injuries. But who knows? I mean, I got my pick. I'm picking Henry Cejudo, but I'm a little iffy about it. I mean, right now I'm picking him because I'm hearing less of Cejudo and more of Merab. Usually Cejudo's coming in with his antics, Triple C, his wrestling promos and shit like that. I don't hear that coming from him. It might be we're getting a focused Henry Cejudo once again. You never know. But I got Cejudo all the way. Co-main event, we got former UFC middleweight champion, the Reaper, Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker taking on Paulo Costa. Okay? Paulo Costa has not, let's just call it what it is. As far as the elite Paulo Costa, Costa has not been the same since his defeat to Israel Adesanya. Where Adesanya pretty much TKO'd him, ended up on his face, and, friendly, little pumps in their ass, like, yo, bitch, I just fucked you. You know what I mean? That Adesanya was like really taunting him and shit like that. Yeah, I'm your daddy now. Shit like that. He hasn't been the same. I mean, he did defeat Luke Rockhold, but Luke Rockhold is in and out of MMA. We're not even sure what he's doing. Whatever. And that, of course, I was supposed to take on Hamza Shamayev back in Saudi Arabia, but he had a staph infection, I believe, and then he had to pull out. Now we're getting Whitaker. So does he deserve a title shot if he defeats Whitaker? I don't know. It depends on who says no. You know what I'm saying? Would it be Shamayev? Would it be Adesanya? One of those two got to say no in order for you to step in or even get a phone call. But I personally do not see Paulo Costa being at middleweight as even a threat. He should be at light heavyweight. This guy's fucking chiseled, juiced to the fucking tits. I don't see why he stays at 185 when he could be at 205. Stay healthy. Go with your walking weight. You know what I mean? But Whitaker, I mean, he's only been defeated by Dricus du Plessis and Israel Adesanya at 185. He's only lost to two guys, and nobody's able to beat him. So I think with the right game plan, I'm taking Robert Whitaker in this one. Sorry, Paulo. Whatever. And in the main event, the UFC Featherweight Championship is on the line as Alexander Volkanovski taking on Ilia Topuria. I mean, Volkanovski had a very busy 2023 back in February in his home country of Australia. He challenged Islam Makhachev for the lightweight championship at 155 to try to, tackle double, champ status. Close to winning, split decision loss. Came back in the summer over UFC Fight Week. What is he? Yeah, he was in the main event and he took on Yair Rodriguez, Undisputed Championship, and he swept him pretty much. It was a great outing. He showed that he had a great game plan and he finished Yair Rodriguez, and he's not a very easy guy to finish. And here we go. We don't know what he's doing next. He might get Ilya, but he opted out to try to get a hand surgery. He fucked up his hand a little bit. But on a week and some change notice, Charles Oliveira had to pull out against Islam Makhachev, and what do you know? They get Alexander Volkanovski gets the call to challenge once again in a rematch Islam Makhachev. And what happened? Head kick round the world, knocks out Volkanovski. Now everybody's a little bit nervous. Is Volkanovski, now that he's lost one fight in the UFC, well, two fights now in the UFC by one guy, but at 155, not 145, because he's undefeated at 145 in the UFC. Is he going to make a difference? Is he gonna correct what needed to be done? You know what I mean? Or is it 145 is too much for him? This is a guy who's completely cleaned out the 145 division. This is just a new fresh meat, an undefeated fighter in the UFC. So, in this particular fight, I don't know. It makes me a little question on where Volk is at. He doesn't seem the same Volk. The cocky, arrogant, I'm the best, I'm the greatest, I'm pound for pound, whatever. Nah, doesn't seem the same. I think he's kind of, I don't know, depleting a little bit. Who knows? But we'll see. It's going. I got Ilia Topuria this Saturday, winning the UFC Featherweight Championship of the World. It's going down this Saturday on ESPN Plus. UFC 298, Volkanovski versus Topuria in Anaheim, California, Orange County. Make sure y'all tune in. It's on ESPN Plus pay-per-view. Get it. It's gonna be fucking fire. This is a fire fucking card. I'm gonna watch it. You goddamn right. But I'm your boy Jax. This is the Drop That Podcast. You can find us on youtube.com/@DropThatPodcast. Click that subscribe button and stop being a bitch. And go to x.com. That used to be Twitter. Thanks, Elon Musk. x.com/@DropThatPodcast. I'm sorry. x.com / at dropthatpod_13. You can find us there talking our shit too. I'm your boy Jackson, so Drop That Podcast, and thank you for tuning in. You guys have a good one, all right? Peace.